Okay. So today we are going to discuss about Juniper policies, not LIC policies, Juniper policies and firewall filters. Okay. So what do you mean by this? As I said just now, the firewall filters we call in Cisco access control list ACLs. Okay. And Juniper policies we call route maps. Okay. Both are same. Okay. In Cisco they call route maps. In Juniper they call Juniper policies. Okay. So first, what we will discuss? We can discuss Juniper policies. Okay. Suppose take three Junos routers. Okay. I want to explain from scratch. Okay. Okay. Cool. So turn on the device. For you, it is showing EM0, right? No problem. If you want to change the naming convention, interface naming convention, you can change it also. Go to configure template. Okay. Go to the network slots, right? Here it is EM, right? Representation. You can just change name format. Go to the network slots. Gigabit Ethernet, or else GE. You can give GE as well. You can give anything. It is a naming convention, but it's a gigabit interface, one Gbps interface only. Okay, fine. So I'm opening this device. Okay, see, one moment. Let me close all these previous tabs. Okay, so right? So this is, you can consider this loopback IP address is 1.1.1. This is 2.2.2. This is 3.3.3. Okay, so the thing is, first I would like to explain about policies. What do you mean by policies? Okay, so policies is like, if you configure a routing protocol. So I'm going to configure a routing protocol between these two routers. See, first let me configure a routing protocol, then I'll explain your policies. Okay, so what I'm going to configure here, OSPF. OSPF. Okay, I'm configuring OSPF here between these two routers. Okay, let's see. It's very simple to configure OSPF in Juniper than Cisco. Okay, so I'm on Juniper router, giving root, CLI, go to configure, and first thing is I need to assign set system root authentication, right? Everyone following me, what I'm doing? Hello,
Yeah, yes, sir.
thank you. Okay, so I'm going to configure OSPF. Before going to configure OSPF, I need to configure point-to-point IP address first. So let me take this is as a 12.0 network. Okay, I'm taking this is as a 12.0 network. Why? This is Junos 1, 2, 1, 2, right? 12, 0. Okay, so to remember the things easily. So if you want to practice anything, right, you need to build a lab. You need to build a lab, then you need to configure the protocols in that lab. First thing is you need to build a lab. Building the lab is, it's a difficult task. It's not that much difficult, but so you have to configure point-to-point IP addresses between the routers and devices, right? So you cannot remember the IP addresses. Okay, that's why you know this is a shortcut I am using to while creating a lab. So if it is between router 1 and router 2, I'll take a 12.0 network. If it is router 2 and router 3, right, I'll take a 23.0 network. 23.2 I will configure here, 23.3 I will configure here, like that, so that you know I can easily remember the IP addresses of the interfaces. So while troubleshooting, it's easy for me during lab. Okay, so you also start doing that. I mean, Cisco guys, whoever is completed CCNA, they are very much familiar with this, but whoever is new to the JNCIA, I'm telling you now. Okay, so let me configure the interface IP addresses on the interfaces. So what is the interface here? Set. So you have to see what interface it is showing exactly on the device. Run show interface stars. It is showing EM0 only. Okay. It is showing EM0. So set system interface, not set system, right? Set interfaces. Set interfaces EM0.0 family inet address. What is the IP address I am going to configure on EM0.0? Here it is EM0.0.
12.1.
192.1.1.
Yes, perfect. 192.168.12.1. Don't change this, okay? Uh, don't change this gig into gig. You might confuse. Let it be to EM, okay? 192.168.12.1 slash 24. Perfect. So I have configured interface. IP address on interface. And one more interface I need to configure. Which one it is? The
Loopback.
loopback 0.0. Yeah. So loopback is a virtual interface which will never goes down. Okay. So it's 1.1.1.1 slash 32. Perfect. Now I need to configure OSPF. In Cisco, you have to enter into the OSPF domain and you need to advertise these two networks in OSPF. Now in Juniper, you're not advertising the network, you're advertising the interface. You are enabling the OSPF on the interface so that whatever the IP address on the interface, that will be advertised into the OSPF. Understood? In Cisco, we are directly advertising the IP addresses, but here it's not. We are calling the interface in OSPF so that whatever the IPs are available in interface, right, that will be advertised in OSPF. Okay. How we are calling? Simple. Set interfaces, not interfaces. We are configuring protocols, right? Set protocols. Which protocol we are configuring? OSPF. Okay. And call the interface, that area, right? Areas we are using area 0 and call that interface. Which interface? Interface EM0 dot 0. Okay. EM0 dot 0. So here I'm only using OSPF, right? So I need to give two commands, EM0 dot 0, loopback 0 dot 0. But I can call all interfaces so that whatever the interface on this router, right? All interfaces I called under OSPF. Simple. You no need to configure two commands. In case if the router is using only OSPF protocol, you can use interface all. Otherwise, you can call one by one. So in this Junos one, right? I'm all the interfaces I'm using in OSPF. So I called it all. Okay, let it be. And go to the Junos 2. Junos 2, right? What I'm doing here is between router 2, router 3, I will configure BGP protocol. Okay. But between router 2 and router 1, I'm going to configure OSPF only. Okay. So I will call individually. Sorry, CLI config. It's system. Okay. Lab 123. Okay, cool. Now, what is it? IP addresses. Set interfaces EM0.0 family inet address 192.160.12.2 slash 24 is here. And then it's loopback LO loopback 0.0 and oh, one second. What happened? Okay, loopback 0.0 and it's what is it? It's 2.2.2, right? Slash 32. Let's see show display set. Oh, delete. Hmm. Okay, perfect. Right. And I need to configure OSPF, set protocols, OSPF. Now I'm not configuring all interfaces here because gigabit EM1 EM1.0 is belongs to BGP, right? I'm going to configure BGP between them. So that's why I'm precisely calling the interfaces under OSPF. Okay. Area 0 interface EM0.01 and then loopback 0.0. That's it. And do commit. Yeah, commit is
I
yeah.
didn't get it. If you can explain it again, like we are configuring now BGP, right?
No, we are
Or
configuring OSPF, right? You're
yeah,
seeing it on the screen, right? It's OSPF, not BGP. I'm saying there are three routers right here. Between router 1 and router 2, I'm configuring OSPF. Okay? And between router 2 and router 3, I'm configuring BGP. What I said is on router 1, which is connected to the OSPF only. That's why all the interfaces, it means loopback 0 and EM0.0 is belongs to OSPF. So I didn't mention this interface name here. Instead, I mention all keyword. It means it will apply all interfaces under OSPF. Okay. But coming to here, I'm not using all interfaces under OSPF. One of the interface, this I'm using in BGP because it is connected point to point only. But here towards this direction, I'm configuring BGP, right? That's why I'm not using all keyword here. So what I have done, I call the interface EM0.0 under OSPF, loopback 0 under OSPF. Okay, clear? The only which the
yeah, yeah.
I'm only pointing out this difference between all and the precise key interface names. Okay, that's it. Nothing else. Okay, so you can configure either ways based on based on the availability, based on the scenario, right? You can configure it. Okay, in real time we don't use all actually. Okay, in real time we don't use all. We can configure one by one. Okay, whatever the interface it is. I think you know OSPF, Pooja.
You know, I
Basics.
don't know. I told
So
you I
then
don't. Okay.
okay, then you'll not able to understood if you don't know the OSPF. It's not part of JNCIA as well. Okay, just understand it's a routing protocol. You know, right? This is a routing protocol.
Yeah, that I know.
Yeah,
Like,
that
but
you
I
know.
don't
That's
know how
fair
to
enough.
configure.
That's fair enough to understood. Okay. So you're going to join CCNA also, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, after this exam, I'm going
Yeah,
to join
yeah.
CCN. Yeah.
So we are discussing this OSPF protocol for 4 days. Okay, 4 days. Okay, so we learn everything about OSPF for 4 days. So you will come to know that day. So here, just consider this is a routing protocol. How you will configure a routing protocol like this here. So see, if you configure a routing right now, show route check karo. It's routing table. You will see the route 2.2.2, right? I advertise this 2.2.2 in OSPF. So no. 1.1.1 in OSPF. Okay, so I learned this 1.1.1 via OSPF. What is the OSPF route preference? Yesterday I said, right? It's 10, right? It's 10. In Cisco, it is 110. Here it is 10. It's administrative distance, you can say. Okay, so 1.1.1. Everyone getting my point? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is a 1.1.1. I am receiving from router 1 via OSPF. Here, if you see, so here router I'm on router 1. This 2.2.2 I am receiving from router 2 via OSPF. Now I can ping 2.2.2 easily, right? Yes, it's pinging because you have route in your routing table via OSPF and you are able to ping it. Okay. So now this is fine. What do you mean by this routing table? How you build the routing table? How you build the routing table? By configuring a routing protocols, you will learn the routes. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
One
Yes,
second.
sir.
Shastra? What? Yeah. Generally, in real time, you may see hundreds of routers, guys. Just here, I have taken only two, three routers. If you see hundreds of routers, you may see hundreds of networks, right? So, how the router will come to know other networks? So, you need to configure a routing protocol, dynamic routing protocol. It will learn the routes automatically. Okay. Sorry. If you see, right, the delivery boy initially he don't know the deliver address to deliver the product. So he will check a Google Maps. He will contact the customer. He will search it for the house, and then he will deliver. But for the second time, he no need to search. He can directly go, right? like that. How he learned it. He learned it how to reach the customer location. Okay. Yeah. Here also, you should know routers. As I said, routers and switches are delivery boys. Remember, entire your networking career, please remember these routers and switches are delivery boys. If any packet arrives on this router, IP packet, right? So you may see destination IP address. Okay, suppose, see, I'm initiating a ping 2.2.2 here. What is the source IP? Can anyone tell me what is the source IP here? What is the source IP? What is the destination IP?
Source IP is
Destination.
1.1.1.
1.1.1? Why 1.1.1, man? 1.1.1 is a exit interface, loopback
Sir,
interface. See, I'm telling you one thing. I'm in a house.
192.168.12.0.
12.0 is not an IP address, man. It's a network. Okay. Okay. I'm explaining to you is okay, just norm. I'm giving a normal example. You tell me. Okay. I'm in a home. Okay. In my bedroom. Okay. And I used to live in first floor. Okay. If I want to go out, I cannot jump from first floor to the destination, right? The street. I cannot jump directly, right? How I can go? I need to I need to come down the ground floor and open the gate, and I have to exit. Yes or no? Generally, not only me, other than
Yes.
Superman and Spider-Man, okay, we are humans. We have to come down the ground floor and open the gate, and we need to walk outside, right? Similarly, this loopback zero is a virtual interface. It's a first floor. It's like a first floor, okay? It's a loopback interface. It's an indirect interface. So this is a exit interface. Okay, the packets are exiting via gigabit 0/0/0. It means it's EM0 interface. Okay, so what is the source IP? Source IP will be always exit interface. I told you number of times in CCNA during CCNA course. You
Yes,
remember or
sir.
not? Any CCNA candidates here? Right?
It is 12.1, right, bro?
Yes, it's 12.1. It's always
Yeah,
a exit interface as a source IP. 192.168.12.1. And what is the destination IP?
2.2.2.
Yes, because whatever you are pinging, that is the destination IP. Now, this packet will exit through this gigabit 0/0 interface, and the packet will arrive on Junos 2. Now, what it will check? It's a delivery by, right? What it will check?
Destination.
Yes, delivery boys will check destination address only, not source addresses. Like, so this also will check the destination IP address. It is 2.2.2. It will check this 2.2.2 is there in my routing table or not. I am on Junos 2. See, this 2.2.2 is there in my routing table. It is there. It's my IP. Then it will give a reply. So in the during reply, the source will be reverse. So the source IP will be 2.2.2 and the destination will be 192.168.12.1. Now this is a reply packet from our Junos 2. Now this destination IP is 12.1, right? It is 12.0 network. This 12.1 IP address is a part of 12.0 network. So it is there. It's learning. Okay. Via directly. So it will ping actually. Okay. That is how it works. Generally, how devices will generate a packets, how devices will understand the packets. This is how it is. I clearly explained during CCNA classes, and however, I want to explain today also. Just understood. Okay. So you need a route in your routing table, whatever it is. See, you ping 3.3.3 now from, see, this is my routing table. I want to ping Junos 1 to Junos 3. Will it ping? Will it ping or not? Hello?
Not,
No.
sir.
No,
No.
no, sir.
Yeah.
No.
May I know why?
Because we didn't configure, I think, visibility line. Not configured.
What are you seeing? Configuration are you seeing or what?
It's not in the routing table.
Perfect. The route is not there in the routing table. The delivery boy doesn't know how to deliver the product. The customer ordered a product without any address. So the delivery boy don't know. He didn't give any phone number also to deliver it. Simply he will return the product. Similarly, you don't know the destination IP. This Junos one doesn't know how to reach 3.3.3. It is not there in routing table. The packet will drop. Okay, understood this. Okay, fine. So whatever you are seeing the routing table, right? If you want to change the default behavior of routing table, you can use policies. It means you can see the routing. If you are using OSPF, right? The default administrative distance route preference is 10. If you want to change this, you can change it. If you want to change the metric, these values, you can change it. Whatever you are seeing, right? Whatever you are seeing in routing table, you will change it. Okay, by using policies. So what is route maps and policies are both are same. If you want to change the default behavior of routing table, you have to use policies. It means in routing table, you don't want to see this route 2.2.2 route. You don't want to see it. You can create a policy. You can filter the route, and you can deny it. Okay, like that. So there are a lot of things to do. Okay, with policies. Let's explain now. One more thing. I have configured OSPF between Junos 1 and Junos 2, right? Let's configure BGP now between Junos 2 and Junos 3. Okay, let's do that. I'm on Junos 2 now. Configure terminal, sorry, config interface, e- set interface. Which interface? EM1.0. This is EM1.0. Family INET address. What is the address here? 192.168.23.2. Okay, slash 24. What? It's 24. I need to delete above one. Arey Baba. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I have to delete this. Delete. I have to delete this. Okay, yeah. So always check show compare when you are not sure about the configuration. Okay. See, I have a I have a configured 23.2 here. Now let's configure BGP. Simple. Set protocols BGP. Okay, that's it. Set protocols BGP. You need to create a group. Okay, group. It's EBGP or IBGP. I'm configuring EBGP or whatever it is. Okay, EBGP. And in BGP, you have to configure. I think I have already explained in CCNA December 2nd batch. Okay, whoever is not, so for December 2nd batch, I have already explained BGP basic configuration, and December 16th batch, right? So I will explain soon. So just understand how you configure BGP. So generally in BGP, you need to give neighbor command manually. In dynamic routing protocols in IGP, the OSPF and ISIS protocols will discover the neighbors automatically. But here you need to precisely configure the BGP because it's an internet. So BGP is called internet. So behind internet, BGP protocol is used. So it should be point to point. You have to discover you have to give the neighbor manually. Okay. Okay, fine, no problem. If you don't understand this also, no problem because it's not a JNCA scope. But try to understand the BGP concept. Okay, set protocols BGP, and you need to give a group. It's a group name. You can give anything. Ramesh also you can give. And neighbor I need to give. So I'm configuring the neighbor address is 192.168.23.3. Okay, that's it. And PRAS. PRAS. So A should be different 200. So where you will configure the BGP? Generally, BGP is developed to configure between two autonomous system numbers. Okay, you can consider this is in you can say let's apply in colors some colors. Okay, you can consider this is AS200. Okay, and this is everything is like you can configure Okay. Okay. And then you can consider this is something like this. You can configure this is as AS100. Okay. Autonomous system number 100 is this. So you can say this is you can consider this is a Airtel company. Okay. This is Tata company, something like that. Okay. So these are the two different ASS. Okay. Simple logic. Okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm on Junos 2. I just configure a BGP, set protocols BGP, and I'm giving a group. I'm just giving a group. Group name is EBGP because I'm configuring EBGP protocol. I'm just taking a EBGP keyword. You can take any keyword and give a neighbor statement. Okay. What is the IP address neighbor? I'm on R2, right? My neighbor is R3. Sorry, Junos 3. This interface IP is 23.3. And this is belongs to which AS? Which peer AS? AS 200. That's it. Single command. That's it. Okay. That's it. Do commit. What? Oh, here you didn't configure the autonomous system number. You need to configure set system routing options. Sorry, set uh, routing options. Autonomous system number. What is the autonomous system number here? 100. Okay. Now do commit. So everyone understood, right? Simple configuration it is. Their protocols BGP group name, and you need to give the neighbors manually here. And this neighbor is belongs to which AS? 200. See 23.3. Why I'm taking 23.3? Everyone understood? Anyone having any questions? Hello? Hello? Guys, at least respond me,
No,
guys.
sir.
I'm getting very bad response from you, other than Pooja. Please requesting, I'm begging you. Okay, because if you don't under you are only few people, 10 members, you can ask me anything. So everyone understood why 23.3 I have given here. Hello.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Yes, of the neighbor one.
Yeah,
And
because here
this
I'm, yeah, please.
100 from where you got that autonomous system 100?
Autonomous system number, you can take anything.
Okay.
So autonomous system number, what do you mean by autonomous system number? It's a logical representation. It's a representation in IP domain. So it means it's my realm like that. It's Airtel. How you will represent Airtel? See, Airtel, each and every service provider or any company, they have their own autonomous system number. This autonomous system number used in routing domain. In routing domain, it represents this all routing is belongs to Airtel company. Okay, here it is all routing is belongs to Tata company, like that. Okay, you will understand more in CCNA on this. Okay, so here 23.3 is here, 23.2 is here. Junos 2 neighbor is Junos 3, right? So I'm just giving a neighbor statement here. Okay, yeah. So generally it's not part of JNCIA. However, I'm going to explain firewall filters and what is that? Policies. Okay. I want to explain with the real time stuff. That's why again, I'm explaining here as well. So, real time, how exactly the policies are configured. I can take like it's what is that? I can take a small example. I can explain, but I don't want to do that. I want to explain the real stuff, whatever we implemented real time. Okay. So generally that's why I'm configuring OSPF as well as BGP. And now the ultimate thing is policies I have to configure. Okay, fine. Now I have to configure BGP. It's done on our Junos 3. Let's do it on Junos 3. Okay. Root. Just a second, guys. I'll be back. Just a second. I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry. So let's configure BGP on Junos 3 as well. See, uh, go to configure. Set first interfaces we can configure. EM 1.0 family inet address. What is the IP address here? 192.160.23.3/24.
3.
Perfect. Thank you. And one is that loopback 0 here. Family inet address 3.3.3.3/32. Okay. Interfaces are assigned and then protocols BGP. Group. You need to create a group. Give a group name anything. Neighbor. What is a neighbor? Can anyone tell me now?
2.
Yes, perfect. 23.2. That's it. PRAS. PRAS. What is the PRAS here?
Yes, 100.
Very good. AS100. Because this 23.2 belongs to AS100. That's it. And do commit before that. You need to configure autonomous system number. Okay. Autonomous system is what is that autonomous system here? 200. Okay.
100.
Yes. That's it. Okay. Root authentication missing. Okay. System root authentication. Okay. Commit. Now this is a lab setup is done. See our protocol. What is the topic which we are going to discuss? Policies and firewall filters. To explain policies, I build a lab like this. Understood? I want to implement the Juniper policies. If you want to implement the Juniper policies, you need to create an environment where exactly you need to implement. I created a real-time environment now. Okay. So I configured a BGP, only BGP between these. Okay. See, on router 2, let me check the routing table carefully. Show route. Okay. Are you seeing any BGP route? No. Show BGP summary. So BGP is up, but you're not seeing any BGP route because you're not advertising any route in BGP. That's why you're not seeing anything. So BGP protocol is up. See, the neighbor is 23.3. It's up. State is up. Okay. The state is up. Mm. This is a state. The state is up. It's not seeing any routes. Why? Why? Because you're not advertising any route in BGP. In Juniper, if you want to advertise a route in BGP, we use policies. Okay. Let's see. See now. We are changing the default behavior of routing table. Let's see what changes we are doing. Check show route. So we have a route 3.3.3. The route is there, but it is directly connected. But this 3.3.3, I want to advertise in BGP, right? This kind of change I am doing now. Let's see how you will achieve through policies. Okay, carefully listen now. I'm configuring a policies. See, policy, you know, right? We have a insurance policy. It means if you take some, insurance, right? So the sum assurance they will give you per month. You need to pay like it's a policy. If you pay this much of amount per month, we will give this much of amount to you when you have anything in you met with accident or something like that, right? Generally, the policies, whatever the policy, it's a policy means we need to follow the certain rules to get the those things, right? Like that, we are creating a policy according to our requirement. My requirement is I want to advertise this route in BGP and see this route in routing table here. So I'm advertising from here so that I can see it on Junos 2. Okay. So Junos 3 is advertising this route in BGP so that this Junos 2 router will see in routing table. Right now 3.3.3 is not there in routing table. Are you seeing 3.3.3 here? No, right? You
No.
need to advertise. Let's advertise. Okay. Set policy options, simple policy statement. That's it. And give a statement. I am creating a policy options, policy statement. And what is the statement? You can give anything. Currently, I am advertising loopback, right? Loopback advertise, just loopback advertise. Just give a name. Any name you can give. Balakrishna also you can give. Chiranjeevi also you can give. Anything you can give. It's a name. That's it. Okay. Loop underscore advertise. Because I'm advertising this loop, right? Just to remember easily. I just gave like that. Okay. Now term. So now here These are the terms. Term in the sense, so you need to call it one by one. What is your policy? Policy number, term one, term, terms and conditions, right? Like that. So what is the terms? First term one. Here you can give anything, guys. So term will be keyword. Okay. Number, if I'm giving one, right? One is not a number. It's a keyword. It's considered as a keyword. You can give anything. JJJ also. Okay. RRR also. Okay. So this is a term. The term should be anything, term name only. So to remember easily, I'm giving a number one as a keyword. It's just a keyword. It's not like one, two, three order. It is just a keyword here, term one. And now you need to call it. What exactly you want to do? I want to call it from protocol. From protocol. This 3.3.3 is learning via direct. Direct is also a protocol. I can call from protocol direct, or else I can call from source. I can call from what are the options you will see here. From protocol you will see. Okay. From route filter. Route filter, if you use route filter, right, it will check the routing table. Okay, you can call from route filter. Okay, simply you can call route filter with the exact prefix. What is the prefix? 3.3.3.3. Okay, exact. You can give like that. Okay, you can give like that. You need to call it. The thing is, you need to call it according to your requirement. Okay, my requirement is I need to advertise 3.3.3. I don't want to give only 3.3.3. I want to advertise this 23.0 network also, because Junos 1 also need 23.0 network. All my directly connected networks I want to advertise. So direct is also a protocol, right? So that's why I'm calling from protocol direct. I'm giving like this. Everyone understood this statement,
Yes, sir.
right? I'm just creating a
Yes, sir.
policy. Let me explain one more time. Okay. I'm creating a policy. Set policy options, policy statement. Okay. What is the statement? Loop advertise. And I'm giving a terms. Term one, from protocol direct. It means from routing table, whatever the routes directly learn, right? It will call from that routes. Okay. That's it. I called it. Then now term one, then accept. You need to give action, right? You need to, so you are calling it, but you need to accept or deny or whatever it is, reject or what. You need to do it, right? You need to accept it. So I'm creating a terms and conditions you need to accept, right? Similarly, you created a term and you need to accept that. I'm accepting it. That is. So let's do display set. See, I have created a one term. What I'm doing, I call from protocol direct and then accept. That's it. So that's it. Okay. Now you created a policy, but you need to apply the policy, right? Yes or no? You created a policy and you need to apply it, right? What is the policy name? This policy name. So you need to apply it. Where you need to apply it? So you created a policy and policies will be applied it on protocols, because you're changing the default behavior of routing protocols. So the policies are should be applied on routing protocols, either export or import direction. In Cisco, it is in or out direction. Okay, which direction I need to apply, out or in? I'm on Junos 3. Okay, I'm advertising this 3.3.3 to 2. So based on this scenario, in which direction I need to apply, in direction or out direction? This policy, which direction I need to apply?
In
Do you understand my question? Do you want me to repeat it? I'm on Junos 3. So what I'm doing, I'm advertising this 3.3.3 in BGP or advertising to R2. Okay, I'm advertising this to R2, all direct routes. Junos 3, right? I'm advertising to R2. So is it with in direction or out direction? What do you mean by in
Right.
out
direction?
direction.
Out direction.
Right? Out direction, right? Not in. In the sense it is receiving. Out in the sense it is sending. So you need to apply this policy in out direction. Let's see where you need to apply BGP, set protocols, BGP. Directly you can apply out in the sense export and call this loop. That's it. So set protocols BGP and export in the sense out direction and call this policy name. That's it. Give enter. You applied a policy and then commit it. Now you will see on Junos 2, 3.3.3 and 23.0 network, you will see it on in BGP. Let's see. Yes or no? You are seeing it right now? Yes, you are seeing 3.3.3. It is advertising through BGP. The BGP route reference is 170, right? Now you will see 23.0 is directly learning as well as BGP. Everyone understood now,
Yes.
right?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right,
So
sir.
where exactly policies is using? Policies are using to advertise the routes. If you want to change the default behavior of routing table, anything. So to advertise the routes, to withdraw the routes, to change the metric values, you can use policies. I cannot explain all the things. Only one or two I will explain. One is I explain. One more example I will explain now, the real time example. So I only explain real time examples. This is what we used to do in real time. So the routes we are advertising in BGP through by using policies. Now one more thing. I'm on Junos 1. Show route. Can I see this 3.3.3 route in routing table? No. Why I'm not seeing this 3.3.3 route in my Junos 1? I'm able to see it on Junos 2. Why I'm not able to see it on Junos 1? Can anyone tell me? Guess it.
I think we should to configure their protocol
Hmm?
policies. If you configure policy, it will be show.
That's okay. Why I'm not seeing the route? Just asking a question. Simple question. What you understood from the topology and why I'm not seeing this 3.3.3 route in Junos 1. Just apply your logic and think it. I'm able to see it on 3.3.3, but I'm not able to see it on. I mean, see, I'm able to see 3.3.3 on Junos 2, but I'm not seeing it on Junos 1. Why? Any guesses? Any idea? Hello?
Uh,
Chapandi. No problem. Yeah, just guess it. No problem. It's a guess thing, right?
Different.
Yeah,
OSPF and BGP different.
very good. That's perfect. See, Junos 1, Junos 2, I configured OSPF protocol. Junos 2, Junos 3, I configured BGP protocol. Okay. So two different protocols, how it will learn the routes? It cannot learn the route, right? It's a BGP route. 3.3.3 is a BGP route. How? I didn't configure any BGP between Junos 1 and Junos 2. So there is no neighborship. How it will send the route to the Junos 1? Right? Agree? Understood? Is it make sense? Everyone?
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Between Junos 2 and Junos 3, I configured BGP protocol and it is learning the routes via BGP. So this is a BGP route. 3.3.3 is a BGP route. And I don't have any BGP peering ship between Junos 1 and Junos 2. That's why this 3.3.3 is not advertising to Junos 1. If you configure BGP between Junos 1 and Junos 2, definitely 3.3.3 will be advertised. So here also in Junos 3, you don't see 1.1.1. See, show route. Are you seeing show? Okay, run show route. Are you seeing any 1.1.1 here? No. 2.2.2 here? No. Because this 1.1.1, 2.2.2, all are what? All are OSPF routes, different routing protocol routes. We don't have any OSPF neighborship between 2 and 3. So it won't advertise. So in this case, but I want to see the routes. I want to ping from Junos 1 to Junos 3. I want to achieve this. In this case, what you will do? If you want to advertise uh, routing from one protocol to another protocol in Cisco, what we use? Redistribution, right? Redistribution. Have you heard about it? Redistribution means you can advertise the protocol or from routes from one protocol to another protocol. One second. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to advertise the routes from one protocol to another protocol, you need to do redistribution. And in Cisco, we have a redistribution commands, but in Juniper, it's not. You have to use policies. So where exactly you need to use the policy? You need to use the policy and redistribute from BGP to OSPF and OSPF to BGP, so that all the OSPF routes will be advertised to BGP, all the BGP routes will be advertised to OSPF, so that you will have the routes and you will be able to ping each other. Understood? So you need to do redistribution by using policies. Shall we do that?
Yes, sir.
So on which router I need to do? Which router I need to do redistribution? Junos 2 or Junos 3? Hello,
Sir,
I'm not
రెండింటి
able.
దగ్గర చేయాలి. నేను clean.
Sorry, what is that? Hello. On which router we need to do redistribution?
Two.
Yes, on Junos
In,
2, because
into
Junos 2 is the only guy who is connected with two different protocols. On here only you need to advertise BGP to OSPF, OSPF to BGP. Okay, you cannot do redistribution on Junos 1, right? Is there any other protocol it is on Junos 3? On middle router only you need to do. So on Junos 2, you need to do redistribution. Let's see. Let's configure protocol. Now you tell me the policies. Set policy options, policy statement. Now what I'm doing is BGP to first OSPF. Create a policy, redistribute from BGP to OSP is a keyword name. Now term one from protocol. Which protocol I need to call? From protocol?
BGP.
direct.
Very good. BGP. And then you need to accept this term. Then accept. Okay. And another statement is OSPF to BGP. OSPF to BGP. Term one from protocol OSPF. Simple. Term one. Then accept. Show display set. See, I have created a two statements. Okay. I have created a two statements. One is BGP to OSPF. Another one is OSPF to BGP. Okay. That's it. So now you created this and you need to apply it. So now which protocol you need to apply? This is from BGP to OSPF, right? You need to apply it on which protocol? You're calling from BGP and apply it on which protocol? So set, you have to apply it on export direction only. Set protocols OSPF or set protocols BGP. This is the BGP to OSPF policy. I need to apply it on which protocol? OSPF or BGP?
OSPF.
OSPF.
Yes, because it's OSPF, right? Set protocols OSPF, export. That's it. Okay, sorry. What is that? Set protocols OSPF, export, and you need to call the statement, right? That policy. That's it. Another one is set protocols BGP, export, OSPF to BGP. That's it. I did a redistribution from OSPF to BGP, BGP to OSPF, and committed. Now on R1, you will see the routes 3.3.3. Yes, you're able to see 3.3.3, right? Earlier, you were not able to see 3.3.3. Now you are able to see, right? That's it. Let's ping 3.3.3 now. It's not pinging. Why it is not pinging? So you have to do the thing. So why it is not pinging? So let's see. Okay. I want to see 23.0 network is not there here. Why 23.0 is not there here?
We need to go to Junos 3.
Not Junos 3. You need to advertise 23.0 also, right? So the policy
Yeah,
is
yes.
show display set. What is the policy? You just calling from BGP. Also, you need to call one more term. Okay. So let me add one more term here. From term one from protocol BGP, from protocol direct, you can give, right? If you give from protocol direct, directly connected 23.0 network also will advertise in BGP. Let's see now. First, I need to check sure out. Yes, now 23.0 is also advertising. So when you redistribute other protocol into OSPF, you will see OSPF route preference is 150. Okay. Yes, it's because if it is internal OSPF, it is OSPF route preference 10. If it is another routing protocol route is redistributing in OSPF, it is 150. Now you can ping. Okay, let's ping now. Now you are not able to ping. Let's see on 3. Show route. You're only seeing 1.1.1. You're not seeing 2.2.2. So same command. You miss this same command. Oh my God. So the same command you have to give it on OSPF to BGP. Okay, because you need to advertise direct routes as well, right? Then only you will see. Let's see now. See, now you are able to see 2.2 also. So here I didn't call the direct protocol. So if you see the right policy carefully, I call it from BGP, I call it from direct. Two protocols. From this BGP to OSPF term, first term, I call it from BGP, I call it from direct, I call it here, accepted it. Okay, right? So that's it. Now you are able to ping. That's it. Okay. So this is how in real time also you use policies to redistribute from one protocol to another protocol. Any questions on policies? So you can explore more into the policies and you can so how you will explore more into the policies. I always every time I'm telling you guys, go to the Juniper. Anyone downloaded this document?
Yeah, bro. Donald.
Okay, one second, let me open Juniper Tech hash dot. Okay, fine. Anyone downloaded this exam study guide? This is the official book, guys. Please download it. I purchased this book long back and I'm giving to you. Okay, it's a full complete material. If you want to learn more about policies, you can go through it. Okay, that's all. Okay, so I given it 2 examples for policies. That's fair enough. Okay, more than yeah. So you can see the actions. So if you want to know more about policies, right? Now you created only one term, right? You can create multiple terms here. Term 2, term 3, term 4. You can call lot of policies. You can whatever the policies you want to call, you can call it and apply it on protocols. Remember one thing: where you will apply this policies? Policies will be applied on routing protocols. Remember, policies will be applied on routing protocols. Okay, yeah. So now take a break and we can discuss about firewall filters after the break. Okay. So take a break for 15 minutes and we can continue. Is that okay? If you have any questions, ask me on policies. If you don't have any questions, you can take a break and we can discuss further. The last topic is firewall filters, which is very interesting. Any questions? Again, I'm asking you. Any questions, Pooja and other guys? Any
No.
questions?
No, no, sir.
No, no.
Okay, all good, right? Yeah, fine. Okay, Brahmi, are you able to understood?
Oh, yes, sir.
Manichandana,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
any questions, ma? Brahmi and Manichandana, any questions?
Sir.
Okay, in case if you have any questions, post in group. My request is don't blame yourself, okay? Don't wait for someone to, to answer the questions and all. If you stuck anywhere in between at any time, you have to, clear your doubts. Then only you will remember the concepts easily. So don't wait and don't delay it, especially clearing doubts. If you have any doubt, you have to clear on the spot. Then only it will be good for you. It's a good learning. Okay. Even any small question also, please post in group. We have our official group, right? Troubleshooting group. Everyone is joined, right? This troubleshooting group. We have 200 network engineers. Oh my God, 239 now. There are 239 network engineers in this group. Okay, who, at least 10 network engineers will be free. And anyhow, I'm going to hire a candidate. Okay, that guy will help you in case he's a technical engineer, network engineer only, dedicated to you guys, candidates, all CCNA, Palo Alto, and all everyone. For lab issues, for everything, he will help you. So I will announce from tomorrow. Okay, so please utilize this group. This is a big community. Okay, if you have any questions, post here. Okay, fine then. I hope you understood this class. So let's take a break and we'll continue the firewall filters after break. Okay, let's connect on 10 a.m. Okay, yeah, I'm stopping the recording now. We'll connect on 10 a.m. Okay, stay on the call. If you want, you can join after at 10 a.m. also.